The chimpanzee suddenly roared at the humans, but the man wasn't scared. He even told his partner not to move. His partner didn't listen. The next second, the chimpanzee chased after the partner like a mad beast. Just as the chimpanzee was about to attack, a white ape rushed forward. It knocked the chimpanzee several meters away and let out a loud roar. The chimpanzee froze right away. The white ape's name was George. He was not only strong but also really large. Most important of all, he could use hand signs to communicate with humans. To show his thanks, the man held out his fist for a fist bump. The next second George raised his middle finger. The people nearby all burst out laughing, but the warm moment didn't last long. Far away in space, a ship was carrying a test drug that changes the size of living things. While the workers were checking the ship, it was attacked. The attacker was a mutant rat. It rushed toward a woman. To survive, the woman grabbed the gene samples and ran. She made it to an escape pod and shut the door. In a panic, she escaped. She thought she was safe, but the pod was too fast. The glass started to crack. The next second, the pod exploded in space. 3 capsules of the gene drug flew straight toward Earth. Soon the first capsule fell into a zoo. George touched it with his hand. He broke it by accident and the gene gas came out. The second capsule landed near a wolf pack. The wolves breathed it in and started to change. The third capsule dropped into the water. A crocodile swallowed it. The next morning, the man got an urgent call. He rushed to the zoo. He saw a huge brown bear lying on the ground. A brown bear is one of the strongest animals on land. Before he could react, a strange sound came from nearby. It was George. The man used hand signs to ask what happened. George crawled out. With guilt, the man froze. George's body was now twice as big as the day before. While the man was still shocked, news came from his coworker. They told him to come at once. When he arrived, he found a broken metal box. He guessed this box had caused George's change. No matter what it was, he decided to take it back for study. He locked George inside a steel cage in the clinic. While he was lost in thought, a woman came to him. She said the thing was from their research, but when he asked her what would happen to George, she said nothing. She only wanted the gene box back. The man told her to leave. Then the woman asked if George was growing larger and more violent. She was right. The man quickly brought her to see George. Yesterday George was 2 meters tall. Today he had grown to 3 meters. The speed was terrifying. George signed that he was hungry, but they couldn't let him keep growing. The woman confirmed that George had absorbed the gene drug. The drug gave him the growth rate of a whale, the strength of a beetle, and the speed of a jaguar. They kept talking and forgot that George was starving. At last George lost control. The man tried to calm him, but George tore a huge stone from the ground and smashed the cage. Soon the cage broke. George rushed toward the crowded area.